Listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you your morning dose of business and technology, Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Be sure to subscribe now so you never miss an episode. District Attorney Patsy Austin Gatson, the first African American and woman DA in Gwinnett County, and her team are transforming justice. Championing equity and effective prosecution, they've achieved an 80% murder conviction rate and a 90% success rate in drug and gang task force cases, notably against fentanyl. Vote for a safer Gwinnett County. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Patsy Austin Gatson for District Attorney.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 32 degrees, going up to a high of 47. I know somebody's saying 32 is beautiful. Yes, it is, because we had 17 the other morning. We had 12 one morning. Yes, 32. We take 32. We would take 32. It's going to be beautiful all day, but it's going to rain later on this evening and through to the night. So it's going to be a little damp, but that's okay. We'll take damp as long as it's not 12. Like 12 is a problem for us. 12 is definitely a problem for us. Welcome to the show. Whoa! I have no idea what just happened, y'all. Anyway, this is your business and technology morning dose of business and technology. This is the new format for the show, so thank you for being here today. I'm gonna be talking about local marketing. Look, I'm talking about we. We is coming. The day when I say today, we're gonna be talking about we's coming. We're gonna be talking about local marketing when you're on a budget. And the reason I thought about this is because it's a new year and people are trying to put their marketing plans together and they're looking at their finances. Now, some of you are about to get this drop, this big load of money because it's tax season. I already know. But here's the thing. A lot of times when that happens, people think the last thing they think about is pumping money back into their businesses. Real entrepreneurs do. The side hustlers that's just playing around, they really don't. It's like, I got my tax money back, and nobody says, you know what, let me put like $8,000 into my marketing plan. They're not saying that. And I get it. I understand. I used to be one of them. However, no, that's not true, because I put all my money into my business. Like, it make me go broke to this day. Like, I would drop, as soon as I get $1, 59% of that going into the business all the time. But anyway, I want to talk about local marketing, even when you're on a budget and you don't understand what SEO is. And SEO stands for search engine optimization. A lot of people don't understand what that is. I do this show 4 days a week live. I do articles from the show on the website. When I do those articles, I do a lot of SEO. If you don't know how to do SEO, that's a problem. So that's why we're not going to talk about SEO in this episode. I'm going to talk more about, some things that you can do on a local level when you're on a small budget. So, and this is going to be helpful to somebody. So the first thing we're going to talk about is networking. Now, I want you to network with a purpose, right? And I get it. People tell you, go network. If you are, I'm an introvert. Most people don't think that I am because I'm kind of outgoing, but I'm not. I'm outgoing because I'm an ambivert. Someone told me, her name was Kim. She passed away. Her name was Kim. She said, you are an ambivert. And I was like, what is that? She said, an ambivert is a person that's an introvert naturally, but an extrovert when they have to be. So I'm an ambivert. And that's who I am. I'm an introvert naturally, but I'm an extrovert when I have to be. So I'm an ambivert, but I hate networking. I'm one of them people who do not like networking because I just feel like it's so pretentious and, it's like you don't really get to know a person just running around handing out business cards. Like, I'm a person who like small, intimate groups where I can sit down, we can have a real conversation, then I can get to know you. So I personally don't like networking that way. I like networking with a purpose. So when the pandemic happened, we were all shut in. And when they opened up the doors, I was like, okay, I need to be around some people. So I started this networking event called the Gwinnett Breakfast Club, right? It's the Gwinnett Breakfast Club. We meet once a month at Peachtree Cafe, and we get together and we talk business over breakfast. That is a way better setting for me. So if you are an introvert or an ambivert, this may be something you can do. If you don't like networking, but you need to network, you bring the network to you. So I'm that person who has set up this event. I found the location. They have a private little room in the back that fits about 12 people, which is perfect because that's about what shows up to each event. We get together, we have breakfast, and we just network. We pass our cards, but we have really meaningful conversations at the same time. And I ask a few questions. I get the conversation rolling. But here's the thing. We are networking and having a wonderful breakfast at the same time. And sometimes it turns into teaching sessions because we got some people that come to the room. They know a lot about a lot. So I want you to leverage the power of networking. But if you are an introvert or if you are an ambivert, figure out how to bring the networking to you. I have a meetup page on my meetup thing. I have the event listed on Eventbrite. So it's constantly marketing for me. Like Eventbrite sends out messages, Meetup sends out messages. I set the calendar up, and the people that have come, most of them have come from my meetup. Even though I send it out in the newsletter, my newsletter that goes out every Monday, I send out information about all of the upcoming events. Most of the people that come to the event say they saw it on meetup.com. So if you know that you want to grow your business locally and you need to network, but you hate networking, create your own event and bring the networking to you. So I call that networking with a purpose, not just going out there passing out cards. No, half the time people throw the cards in the garbage. Now they talk about, oh, I'm high tech. I got this digital card. I tell people I'm high tech. I'm high tech all day long. But when it comes to your business card, that's not high tech for me. That's you getting lost in my phone. Let me say that again. I'm high tech. I got this digital business card. That's not high tech for me. That's me scanning your thing and you going into my phone and you're lost because you're not top of mind anymore. Like you go into the sea of just phone numbers in my phone because I've scanned all these digital cards because you're high tech. Nobody's going to remember that. I don't care if I put a note in there. I don't care. Unless I'm looking for something specific in my phone and I'm typing in marketing and you pop up, which is never the case because it's my phone. I go to my phone to call people to talk to. I rarely go to my phone looking for business contacts. I don't. So I'll scan it and put it in there and then I'm looking at like, I don't know who these people are. I really don't. So go out, create your own event, bring the networking to you. That's what I want you to do, bring the networking to you. The other thing I want to talk about, and this is one I absolutely love, utilize your local media. Now, I don't know where you are in the world right now, but there's a news site called patch.com. Shout out to Patch. I'm showing them some love. There's a news site called patch.com. Now, patch.com is a great site because it's very localized. So here in Lawrenceville, if I want to put something out that's happening about me, I'm going to go to Lawrenceville. I'm going to go to patch.com. I'm going to register and I'm going to put in my zip code and it's going to put me in the Lawrenceville area. So whenever I post something, an event, an article, it goes out to everybody in Lawrenceville. Now, Lawrenceville is the largest county in Gwinnett County, the largest town in Gwinnett County, right? We are the largest. So it's going to go out to everybody in Lawrenceville that reads the Patch in Lawrenceville. And if I want to boost that article, let's say I want to boost it. I want the people in Snellville to see it too, right? I just wrote an article about podcasting. It's a great article. I want to boost my article. I'm going to put a picture. I'm going to boost it. I can pay $2 and let Snellville read it. $2. That's a budget for you. You got an event coming up. You got your networking event is coming up. You know, you want to get more people. Now, we put all of our network stuff on Patch, right? But because you can only advertise in your area, it's not seen by the other towns. Like, so we got 16 towns in Gwinnett County. If I want all 16 of those to be, want my event to be seen in all 16, I have to run an ad. I like Patch. I find that they're very affordable. It's $2 per town, per day. So if I say, okay, I want this ad to run 5 days, I want it to run to 5 communities, that's $25. That's it. So you got to learn how to utilize your local media. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is just give away free content. Just write for free. You know, you may just want to go out there and put out a free article. You want to write something about Facebook has a lot of local groups. And some of them groups have thousands and thousands of eyeballs, right? I posted something about the Gwinnett Women's Chamber in one of the groups. I think it was called Ladies of Gwinnett. It's called Ladies of Gwinnett. That's what it's called. I think that group has 12,000 women in it. I'm like, I'm underutilizing this group. That's very local. The other thing too is find out who has a local radio station, local TV channels. You can even create a local TV show. Let me tell y'all, back in the day, and I was telling somebody this yesterday, YouTube started in 2005. I got on YouTube in 2006. I had a TV show. Called Sister Inc. 2006. I went to the local TV station, local access television. Is way better now than it was back then. It was very choppy, but look, I was on TV. I went to the local the TV station. I pitched this show about me interviewing women in business. It's called Sister Inc. And the station manager said, okay, let's do it. I had a cameraman who worked for the station come out, shoot the show, and put it on television. Didn't cost me one red dime. They said, Audrey, the only thing we say is you can't really advertise because it's a local access channel. Okay, but I can tell the story and people can see me. And I remember in Jersey, my husband and I were bowling in a league called the Randall Chapel League. It was a church league. And I go to the bowling alley one day and the people like, I saw you on TV. It was hilarious. I'm like, somebody actually watches local access TV? But I said all that to say people actually watch local access TV, even though some of the content is horrific, because the channel is like it's one of the digital channels. It's not necessarily on your cable network. It's on your regular TV network. But people watch it because when that woman took and said, I saw you on TV. I'm like, really? In my mind, I'm thinking, well, I did this because I wanted to spotlight people, but I didn't know people actually watched the channel, and they did. So people actually watched the channel and saw the show. So you can go out, and if you can't be on somebody's show, create your own show. Yes, it's work. I know you said, oh my God, Audrey, it's more work for me. It is. But here's the thing. Do you want to be seen? Do you want to get more marketing for your company? All right. I don't know where you are, but in Gwinnett County, we have a lot of magazines floating around. We got magazines for each one of the towns. We got magazines for each one of the chambers. I have a magazine for my company called Thrive Magazine. So there are a lot of publications around. Now, here's what I will tell you about people that publish. A lot of times they want great stories. So if you have a great story that's not selling you, but it's actually telling your story, they may print your story because they're looking for content for their publication. And if you have the opportunity to share that content with them, this is a great opportunity for you to get more exposure for your business. So what you do is you write the story and you send it to the editor. And the editor will look at the story and they may decide to run the story. Now, they may take it and change it around a little bit, but they may run the story. And here's the thing. That's a story they didn't have to go out and get and then write because you sent them the story. You want to send them a great story. You want it to tell a story. You do not want it to sell your product or service because they will not run that. They consider that an ad. And you have to pay for that. So it needs to tell a story. I've been in media for a long time, over 20-something years. You need to tell a story. We like stories. If we don't, listen, I have a partner right now. And he knows I'm going to run the story. If you send it to me in a great format, baby, I'm going to run the story. You know why? Because I don't have to think of what to write about that. It's already ready. And he does a great job with it. He and his team, they do a great job. They send me the stories are ready. So create a story about something. Everybody loves the underdog. Everybody loves a cause. Everybody loves a story that's going to pull on heartstrings. Everybody loves to hear like an overcomer story. Create a story. Did you overcome something to get something? Tell a story. Did you start something because of something? Tell the story. I just put out a press release recently about this initiative called Upskill to Uplift. That's a real program. And I know it's getting picked up. It's already got picked up because people already started emailing me. Hey, saw your story. I don't know where they saw it at. But I know that they're going to see the story, and I'm going to get more emails about the story because it's a story that could benefit communities, not just my community where I live, but it's a story that can and an initiative that could benefit communities around the United States. So that's a story that people are probably going to pick up. But I wrote it in a way to make it a story. So you have to write it. You have to write in a way to make it a story and utilize your local media to get the story out for you, right? You want to position yourself as an authority in your space. So you want to look like an authority, right? So you do that. Another great way is community involvement. Now, I got to tell you, I have dropped the ball on community involvement because I've been so busy building businesses that I haven't had the time to do that. Because I spent last year perfecting and getting rid of stuff and changing stuff around, this year I have more time. Now, I've done some community events. I haven't done enough. This year, I will spend more time getting involved in the community. Like, there are things that I want to do, like like they do the bed race downtown Lawrenceville, where they actually race down the street in beds. Every year, I was like, I either want to go or be a part of that, right? But I miss it every year because I'm so busy. This year, I'm going to be a part of that. They do the Run the Reagan 5K run every year. I could go and be a vendor at that program. You can go and become a vendor. I have a podcast, right? I should be out there on Saturday mornings with the microphones, talking to people with the banners up. This year, I'll be out there doing all of that. I'll be out there passing out information. I'll be out there doing all of that this year. I'll be broadcasting live on location from these events because that's community involvement. But that's good publicity as well. I may have to pay a small fee for a vendor's table, but that's fine because thousands of people are running the Reagan. Thousands of people are at the bed race, right? So you got to get out there and be a little bit more community involved, because that way people will see you. They're like, okay, this person is out here. I meant to do the Martin Luther King parade this year. Got so busy, the date crept up on me. I missed that. And so, I have to get better at community engagement. I did do some community events, not nearly as enough, not nearly as many as I will do this year. That's intentional, right? I'm not just going to do all of them. I'm going to pick the ones that I don't have to travel too far. I can get the most bang for my buck. I can get the most visibility for my business. Those are the ones I'm going to do, because I don't need to go to Athens for what I'm trying to do, because my audience may not be in Athens. I don't need to go all the way to Albany unless it's for a purpose. And when I do that, if I have to go to Albany for something, and that's a press release. That's a press release going out to all the media, because I had to go to Albany to talk about the Upskill to Uplift initiative. And now we have to do pictures and we have to do a press release, and we need to put that out and talk about that. So, but guess what? That story could run in all of the papers in Southwest Georgia and in all of the papers in my area, because if I'm going to Albany, I'm obviously meeting with someone in that area about something, right? And they could write a press release about it. Or I will write the press release like, look, send this out to your media partners. I'm going to send it to mine up here on this side. You send it to yours. Those are the type of things that you have to do. So that's how you can leverage your local media. Also, think about how you can do like partnerships, right? Local partnerships. I just said I formed a partnership with another media company because this is my space. This space I'm in right now, podcasting, live streaming, video marketing. This is the space I live in. They don't have that part as a part of their media company. I do. So we became a partner. They're a good salesperson. I'm not. So we became a partner. They don't podcast 4 days a week. I do. They publish a magazine, but their magazine is totally different from mine. Mine is stories. Theirs is predominantly all ads. So it's like an ad journal. Mine is about stories and community stuff. So we published 2 different magazines, but we became partners. That's a great partnership for me. And I'm so happy about that, because I'm here to help whenever I can, and we cross promote each other. And I said, listen, I may meet some people that want to buy the whole package. How do we work that out? So he created these packages. He's already, it's a great partnership. So find somebody that complements what you do, or what you don't do, that y'all can work together and cross promote each other. We have newsletters. We cross promote our events in the newsletters. We work together as a partner. But we had to work. Now, let me just say this. I consider him to be like my brother. We had to work through some things, right? But I know his work ethic and I know his heart. So for me, even though we had to go through some stuff, we worked through those things, and I feel like we're going to have $1 million partnership. I really do. And I said to him, how are we going to get to this $1 million? I feel like we're going to be a powerhouse in the media space together as a partner. Right? And we had a conversation yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, I got to do some other stuff. Wait a minute, I got to think about some stuff. Let's add something to the mix right now that's not there. All of these things make up like a good partnership. Here's the thing though. If you're going to think about doing local partnerships, make sure that you and the person can get along. Make sure y'all on the same page. Make sure everything is clearly laid out, because what you don't want to do is like, I thought it's in writing. He's better at that than me. Like, he would send something in writing in a New York Minute. Like, look at this. I'm pretty like, okay, we're going to do it. This is me. I'm too freely accepting that your word is your word. He's not like that. He puts everything in writing, and your word could be your word, but he's gonna slap it in writing. Me, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. That's not good. I'm not bragging about that. That's not a good thing about me. But I'm more easily to say, I'm gonna take you at your word. Where he is, I'm gonna put this in writing, and we don't. So if I have to go back and dispute it, it's in writing. He's better than me at that when it comes to things like that. So I'm saying to you, if you're gonna form a local partnership, don't be so trusting like me. Put it in writing. Just so happen the person that put it in writing, I trust. So when he puts it in writing, say, look at this. I look at it. And then most of the time, it's because I really don't. And it's only with people that I trust. If he was somebody that I didn't trust, I'd be like, yeah, let me put this in writing. But I trust him, but he knows that he does not want to be caught in a situation where I say, I thought such and such. And he'll be like, go back and look at it, which he does that all the time. I'm like, because he'll send me something. I'll just scan through and like, okay, I'm going to look at it later. And then I don't. And then he'll be like, I thought you looked at it. I'm like, I did, but I kind of didn't because I trust him. So if you don't trust the person, even if you do trust the person, put it in writing, because that could be the difference between a bad situation getting worse because it's not in writing. All right, I'm gonna go to a song. Yes, I have not done my songs yet, so I'm gonna still go to a song because I still like the music that I hear. After I come back, I'm gonna talk more about some of the things that you can keep doing to grow your business on the local level, even if you don't know how to do SEO. All right, stay tuned. I'll be right back. welcome back. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily dose of business and technology. And today we're talking about how to grow your business, how to market your business locally, even if you don't know how to do SEO or if you're on a small budget. The last thing I want to talk about is local directories. There are a lot of local directories. Now, one of the most powerful ones, and my husband gets so excited about this, and I'm still trying to figure out why. I mean, I know why he's excited, but I'm trying to figure out how is it really helping what I'm trying to do. So Google, your Google business profile is like a place for you to really leverage, right? And I didn't realize that until I was doing some marketing for a client. And I said to them, is your business profile set up? And they said no. So when I started to look more into Google business profiles, I'm like, man, there's a lot of places here that we can put our business that's just not, I haven't leveraged this. So I looked into it for them. So I set theirs up, but then I had to go back and perfect mine. Now mine was up, but I didn't have pictures and all these things, and I'm still dropping the ball on that one. So Google My Business or Google Business Profile is like a local directory where you can go in there, you can put in all the information about your business, you can put in all the information in pictures about your business. I think you can write articles in Google Profile. I'm like, you can do all that on Google, so you can do a lot. So that's a directory. Yelp is a directory. Now, a lot of people are scared to go into Yelp because, Yelp, you go there, you look for reviews. Well, they're going to review you. Right? They're going to review you. But here's the thing. At least you are there for them to review. So check out Yelp and see does your business fit in Yelp. Now, this last one I'm going to talk about is one that I think is really important. Your local Chamber of Commerce. Now, when you become a member of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, you get access to our local directory, which means you get to put a profile in there and put information about your business, your picture, your logos, your branding. All of that is in a directory. And here's the thing, when I'm out networking, I'm talking about the chamber and I'm passing out my business card, people are hitting that website and they're looking at that directory. Those are people that you did not meet. Those are people that I met. Those are people that Georgette met because she was out passing out business cards. Guess what they see? They see your business listed in the local chamber directory. That's why that's important. So when people start to say stuff like, why would I join a chamber? Well, you're joining a chamber. I'm going to say a good chamber. And I happen to think we have one of the best. The chamber is working on your behalf when you're not working. I'm always out talking about, business in the chamber. Like we do last year we did between 14 and 18 events a month. I was at all of them. Guess what I was doing? I passed out so many cards. I'm like, man, I'm out of cards again. But guess what happens? All of them people that I reached out to, if you were a member of our chamber and you set up your profile inside of the directory, then people went to the site and they clicked on directory. Guess what they did? They probably saw your business. Now, let me just say this. If you join any organization and they give you the opportunity to put your business, to list your business in the directory, fill out the profile, put it in the directory. Some people won't even take the time to fill out a profile that they paid for that's going to do marketing for them. I could never understand that. Like I'm saying to myself, you pay for these services and you don't even utilize them. That's your fault. If you have paid an organization and one of the benefits of being that organization is being able to put your listing on the directory on the website, where I'm sure the site owner or the organization president is doing a lot to promote the organization, and you have not done that, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. Huge. It got to the point where on our site, if you didn't put up your web banner on the site, your logo, I just went in and created a cute logo and web banner to put into place for people so it wouldn't look ugly. Now, my thing was, it's a representation of our site, right? If we got people who look like they are just a bot and it's on, and I know these are people because they paid. That's the only way you can get in our directory. You have to be a member of the chamber. So I know you are a real person. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to help this person out till they decide that this is something important to them. I'm going to create a generic thing that everybody who won't put up a banner and a logo for themselves, I'm just going to put it there and say coming soon. And so it looks cute. It doesn't look like it's a spam bot because that's what you look like when you don't fill out your profiles. I've seen people on LinkedIn, and that will be the last thing I talk about social media. I've seen people on LinkedIn, right? They send me a friend request. And I'm thinking to myself, sir, madam, you don't even have a LinkedIn banner. You don't even have a picture or a logo. Why in the freak would I befriend you? I just totally ignore those because I feel like it's a bot. And so bots are so smart right now that it probably is a bot. So I'm not trying to accept your friend request. There is no branding. There's no identity for you. The same thing if you are in a part of a membership. If you join a chamber and the chamber says as a part of your benefit package, you get to list your business in the directory. By all means, list your business. Put your logo up there. Put your website up there. Put a telephone and email. Put the banner up. Please, you pay for that. People won't do it. So that's directories. The last thing I want to talk about is social media. Okay, so here's my thoughts about social media, right? I think you need to be intentional with social media too. I know people tell you, be on every platform. I'm on every platform. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress and headache. It doesn't cost me anything but my time, but it's a lot of work. So I would say, especially if you are that person that gets overwhelmed very easily, pick 2 platforms and just go all in on those platforms. Because if you're not the person who's really good at multitasking, that's going to become a headache for you and you're not going to do any of them. I'm not a big social media person, especially Facebook. I am learning that Facebook has a new Reels program that I got to get excited about because they are really pushing it, right? But LinkedIn, I spend most of my time doing stuff on LinkedIn. Now, this show is automatically streamed to all of my platforms. It's streamed to Facebook and Twitter, and YouTube. Not all of them, but those 3 is automatically streamed there. So I don't have to do much when it comes to that because it's automatically streamed. But on, at Twitter, I'm on Twitter I probably go to Twitter once a day, and I'm never hardly posting anything. I'm just going through scrolling. I probably go to Instagram once a day, but I have Instagram set up where my stuff automatically posts with the company I use called Buffer. I go in there, I spend some time one day, put in a bunch of stuff, and schedule it to go out so it'll post because I know I'm going to forget, and it's not top of mind for me. So if you're going to use social media, because social media can become very overwhelming, pick a platform that you can deal with. Maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's TikTok, maybe it's Twitter, whatever that platform is. Pick your platform and then go in there every day and post something. Twitter, you can probably post 15 times a day, I think. Facebook 2, LinkedIn 1. I think Instagram, they tell you post 3 to 5. TikTok, I think it's 3 to 5. So you don't have to post all day, but you need to post at least once. So those are some of the things I want to talk about as far as, being able to market your business on a local level without having a budget and really not knowing how to use SEO, because SEO is a lot of work and it's a science behind it. And if you don't do it right, it's a waste of time. Trust me when I tell you, I got 700 pages, not 700. I think I had somebody fix them, but I got a lot of my pages that weren't ranking. I'm like, oh my God. And I have to go back into my website right now and change a bunch of stuff around because my SEO was off. And then when I started to learn how to do SEO, like really do, I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. So making sure the title is right and making sure, like, I got the alt tags on the images and making sure that the H1s and H2s and H3s are there and making sure that the keywords is in the H1s and H2s and H. See what I'm saying? Somebody saying, oh my God, Audrey, I have no idea what you're talking about. But that's what I'm saying. So that's why I wanted to share this episode with you about how to market on a local level, give you some ideas of what you can do, even when you're on a budget and you don't know how to do SEO. So I hope this was helpful. Before I go, I forgot to do this again. Because of the new format, I forgot a couple things. One, I want to get a happy birthday shout out to my good friend Sandra. She'll be down in Georgia for the Gwinnett Women's Chamber Gala in March. So happy birthday, darling. One of my oldest friends. We've been friends since we were 16 years old. So she and my other 2 oldest friends, they're coming to the gala. So if you're in the Gwinnett County area, or if not, because they're in Jersey, and you want to come to the Gwinnett Women's first annual awards and gala, we invite you to come. It's going to be March the 15th, 6 p.m. It's Dress to Impress. The theme is Be Seen in Green. We want you to come out and celebrate us, celebrate the women who have been doing amazing things. And it's open to all. Fellas, you're welcome. Come out, listen, I already seen somebody got a green jacket, a green tux jacket. It's cute. I was like, that's cute. Cute jacket. So I invite you to come out and join us on March 15th. For more information about the gala, go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. I also want to give a happy birthday shout out to my stepdaughter, Katrina Kearney, all the way in Ohio. Happy birthday, darling. I wish you many, many more. And I want to close this episode out like I always do with the word of inspiration. So some things have changed, but I don't have a lot of fluff, because that's what I was told. I had too much fluff. I don't have a lot of fluff anymore, which means I forgot about certain things like birthdays. Like, I will continue to announce birthdays at the beginning of the show. I just got to get back into the swing of announcing birthdays at the beginning of the show. And I will close it out with my word of inspiration every day. So here goes the word of inspiration. A journey full of determination and willpower is just as empowering as getting to the goal itself. I'm going to say that again because somebody missed it. A journey full of determination and willpower is just as empowering as getting to the goal itself. I just had this conversation with somebody this morning. Listen, the journey, although it may be tough, is extremely, extremely fun, right? Just to put something out there that you want to accomplish and go on that journey to make that accomplishment, it's stressful a lot of times, but it could be fun. So my point to you is, listen, take the journey anyway. The determination that you're going to put forth to create that goal is going to be so much fun and stressful all at the same time. But when it's over and it's said and done, oh my goodness, the accomplishment you're going to feel because of that. The accomplishment and the freedom you're going to feel because you were so determined to make things happen. And trust me, we can make anything happen. We just need a plan, and we need to execute on that plan. And we need to have the dogged determination to make it happen. So all I got for you today. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 35 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. Listen, if you missed any episodes of this show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. I love to see you over there. And if you are in the area on March 15th, be sure to come to the gala. Be seen in green. For more information about the Gwinnett Women's Chamber Gala, go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. You can find out more information there. All right, that's all I got. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing, you guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you your morning dose of business and technology, Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe today and share it with a friend so you never miss an episode. For past episodes, visit us on the web at www.goodmorninggwinnett.com.